Welcome to the Dawnofmanshow. I'm your Uncle Dom. Dawn of Man, D-O-M, Dom. Any questions? Great. Before we get started, I'd encourage you guys to scroll down a little bit, find that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, because I put out new videos 5 days a week on the weekdays and 1 on the weekends. So let's get started. I took a business trip this week, Sunday through today, Wednesday, and over in Indianapolis. And on my way, I decided that I would finally get around to reading, aka listening, to an audiobook of an actual book that I've had on my shelves for a few years now, called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover. And this thing, I swear, was earth-shatteringly relevant. And I could not believe it when I heard it. The words were just jumping off the pages into me, because it really felt like the author, Dr. Glover, has followed me around for like the last 15 years with a camera, just like filming me every day. So let's set the tone that way, because I'm looking to keep this format a little bit shorter than it's been in the past. But we're going to try to keep this 10 minutes today, maybe 15, because I'm kind of a long-winded kind of guy. Sorry. Let's start off by defining what a nice guy is. So if you're a nice guy, you're generally the fixer. You're looking for people that are broken or in a hard situation, and you're looking to be like a caretaker for those people. And you know why? Because you want the credit for doing that. You want the external validation of, oh, Rob is such a nice guy. Look at him taking care of that single mom with her kids. He's put a roof over their head. She's able to go back to school and get the job that she's always wanted because Rob is taking care of her. They're conflict avoiders. They're not able to say no. They can't set boundaries in their own lives. Does any of this sound like you? Because I sure felt like a lot of that really described me as a person for the last decade of my life. So now that I'm turned on to this, it's like, let's go ahead and look at some of the behaviors of a nice guy. Nice guys are approval seekers. So they're really going out of their way for that external validation from others. And typically that validation for a nice guy comes from women, because nice guys don't have a lot of masculine friends. Really, they have none. They have no guy friends, because a guy friend means that they have to spend time with someone and get close to someone, and that someone gets to see kind of behind the curtain. And that's something they're really trying to avoid. So they're kind of looking for that external validation while doing their best to kind of hide their flaws, their mistakes, and kind of their secrets in life, their dirty little secrets. They try to keep them to themselves. So really, a nice guy behavior keeps everyone at arm's length. They can get close, but not that close to the nice guy. He will do this to the point where it's damaging and harmful to his relationships with his significant others and his friends, if he has any. Really nice guy behavior, if you're a nice guy, is basically long-term suffering. Because what you're doing is you're avoiding putting yourself into new, potentially uncomfortable situations that would let you grow as a person, at a career, financially, in a relationship. It's really setting yourself back in life. Typically, part of this setback is a procrastination factor, failure to complete things that you've started. Does any of this sound familiar? You might be a nice guy. Essentially, adding kind of to this behavior, it's you're constantly spinning your wheels. You're never getting anywhere in life because you don't have the confidence to really step out of that comfort zone. Let's talk about some things that nice guys like to hide. What are some behaviors that may not be socially acceptable, or that you think aren't socially acceptable because, oh, I don't think anybody does that, so I gotta hide that from everybody. These behaviors could be like an addiction, especially to food or maybe alcohol. Internet porn really is an addiction for nice guys, because for the next thing that nice guys are almost always addicted to is sex, because they want that validation of being good in the sack, right? I'm a nice guy and I'm gonna please the hell out of you, darling. And they have a sexual addiction. They want to have sex all the time and to please and be a giver. But what that means is, as a nice guy, you're not able to accept that there's flaws and there could be things wrong sometimes, and not everything's always going to go the right way, because you're always kind of masking that. You're putting makeup on it, right? You're hiding any imperfections because you're a great guy. And so when it relates to sex, that means you're always in the back of your mind like, oh my God, what if I'm not pleasing her? What if Sarah doesn't like the way I'm performing? So your sex becomes vanilla. You're always doing the same 2 or 3 positions. You take her shirt and panties off the same way every time. And then you go down on her for like a half an hour. So you know she's going to get off. And then finally, when it comes time to get it in, maybe you're not able to get it up. And maybe if you do get it up and in, you're not able to last for but 10, 15, 30 seconds. You're a minute man. Because you're so worried. You've blocked yourself out of being able to just enjoy the situation, enjoy your partner, your lover. And you've blocked yourself out to the point where the flesh is no longer willing because you're such a nice guy and all you want to do is please. You're worried that you're not going to be able to. So this is like relationship ruining problems. Let's talk about why nice guys aren't actually nice, right? Because it seems like, a guy that's helping out somebody that's in a tough situation, that's actually a really great thing. Maybe if you're actually genuine, if you're able to be a man of integrity, yeah, maybe that is nice. But a nice guy, he's lying all the time. He's manipulating. He's constantly giving to get something back. And if he doesn't get something back, he becomes extremely passive aggressive. He's very upset, very angry and hurt. He's just butthurt. Oh, well, I stayed late Saturday and, my boss didn't even put in any overtime for me. I had to tell him, fuck him, and they just get pissed at stupid stuff. A normal, healthy person just knows things happen. So it's really nice guys are manipulative. Nice guys, they can't set boundaries. They're not able to comprehend how somebody can say no when they don't want to do something. They're unable to say no. It's like it's not even in their vocabulary. They're yes men. Yes. Oh yeah. 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 I can do that. I do that. Oh yeah. Let's do that, honey. Oh, you want to go to the ballet? Well, I know the Yankees are playing that night and I have tickets, but yeah, let's go to the ballet instead. Instead of, no, I got tickets to the ball game. I'm going with the boys. That is not something a nice guy would ever do. And if you're not able to do that in your life, then you're a nice guy. We've really been talking in depth about what a nice guy is. All of these lies, manipulations, giving to get in return, inability to set boundaries, keeping people at a distance, no male friends, all female friends, looking for that external validation. Let's go ahead and flip the coin, right? Let's look on the other side and see what is the opposite of nice guy. And so basically what the opposite is called is an integrated male. And at the root of that word is integrity, integrated integrity. And really that is going to be the key takeaway here, is an integrated man is honest with himself first, and he thinks about himself first. And when he gets his shit right, everybody else around him falls into place. So an integrated man is able to set boundaries. He is able to say no. He is able to make plans with his boys to go out skiing in Vail next month, and he picks up the phone, he calls his wife, he says, honey, I'm going to be out in Vail with the guys. It's going to be on these dates. Put them in your calendar. And if she says, oh, honey, I want you to be at home, he's going to say, oh, no, I'm going to go out there. Thanks anyways. I'll see you at dinner. What are we having? Because he's confident in himself. He puts himself first. An integrated man knows I'm not the master of everything. Maybe I'm not great at these computer things, but maybe I'm great with people. So he values what his main skills are, what he's good at. And then he's going to be able to go out and seek other people that are healthy and value their skills that complement him. And so this integrated man, he has plenty of friends. He has a nice social circle. He's always doing things and making plans with people. Essentially, he's meeting his own needs first. And he sets clear boundaries and he does what is right all the time. Let's talk about how you kind of can maybe transition from being this pussy nice guy into this integrated male. Because it's not going to happen overnight. It's essentially, being a nice guy is tantamount to an addiction. You're addicted to that validation that comes from being such a great guy. And it's going to take work to overcome all those years of seeking that validation and to getting to a point where the only fuck you give is your own and what you think about yourself. And essentially you become able to live with yourself and your flaws. And then that is going to go so far into fixing problems with your relationships, problems with your sex life. Maybe you have ED or a low level of it. Once you're honest with yourself and realize that, hey, not every time's going to be the best time she's ever had, guess what? You can let your guard down. You can play around. Maybe you can do it on the kitchen counter. God knows. I don't know. But once you're able to not worry and think about what people are judging you for and saying behind your back, and you just don't give a fuck, then you're really able to say, you know what? I'm going to live a great life. And so you really need to start by maybe getting away from your current situation. Take a trip somewhere. Go a few states down alone. Go by yourself. Because when you're somewhere new and it's just you, and you can really sit and reflect on yourself, maybe behaviors and habits that you're repressing, that you're not being honest with your partner about or your friends about. And really you can realize that everyone that surrounds you when you're out of town, they're people that don't give a fuck about you, frankly. You become confident in yourself and people realize that you are valuable as a person. And you don't need to make up things or to hide things that might not be great to get the validation you want, because it will come eventually. And if it doesn't fucking matter, because deep down inside, you're a man of integrity, you have your honor, and you do the right thing in the end. And so really that's the key takeaway here. If you're the nice guy, you need to go out and buy this book, No More Mr. Nice Guy. I got it on Audible. You can also get it, I think, on Amazon. I'll put some links down to it. There's no sponsorship to this video. So, this is just me finding something that I think is extremely valuable, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Thanks for sticking in. I know this one got a little long-winded, but it's definitely shorter than 20 minutes. So if you liked what you saw, go ahead, scroll down, hit subscribe. There's new videos 5 days a week. Thanks for watching Dawn of Man, guys.